everybody. Just sharing the link around right now. Welcome to hot seat number 4, I believe already. The Sharbi hot seat number 4, and it's starting to get pick up some steam. I think we're averaging about 1,500 views a week on it, and we're starting to find great projects a lot easier, and we have 3 great ones lined up today. We have UToob, YETI, and Kitsune lined up for today, and it's going to be a fun one. I think we have some good content and some very unique projects, and I think that what the best thing about this the hot seat is that we're starting to network with these amazing projects and people, and I think that it brings projects together. I know we've seen some of the projects we've had on already start networking amongst each other, and I think that what we're looking for are safe projects and people people that are passionate about this and what they're doing, and I think you're going to find that this group is absolutely that, and so it's really exciting, and the exposure that it's bringing to the Sharbi Dream Factory is awesome. We're starting to get lots of inquiries, and we're starting to partner with some of these projects that are offering services, and with those partnerships, we're able to offer their services on the Dream Factory as one of the services that's available. And what the Dream Factory is a coming together of services for DeFi that are safe, reliable, cost effective, and that when you come to the Sharbi Dream Factory, you're going to get people that actually deliver the product, deliver it in the timelines that they say they're going to, and really are trustable. And this is coming from experience using the products, using the services that are provided. This could be legal consultations, it could be legalized DAO, it could be auditing services, centralized exchange listings, market makers, great developers, the Sharbi volume bot, which is working on Solana, but that is our bread and butter revenue generation so far through this. But we are starting to get great inquiries for developers and Telegram bots and all these things. And so that's a little bit about the Dream Factory. It is what is sponsoring this space and this hot seat and bringing all these projects together. And we're really excited to be here with Kitsune, UToob, YETI, and to hear about these projects. I've heard a little bit about them and seen you guys around on some spaces, and it's awesome when you guys come on video too. So thanks for joining the video. I'm still working on getting all dolled up to join the video.
I just need a camera and I'll be good.
There's no cameras in the closet.
Yeah.
All right, are we shared up?
Yeah. Do you so our first project we're going to hear from today is YETI. Super excited to hear about this project. If Adam, you want to go ahead and try and share your screen, we can.
Yeah, look, to be honest, what I'll do is I'll start and give a bit of an overview of the project and like the history, because we've been going for quite a long time, and it's quite a long, it's a big story really from day one. And then what I'll do is I can share my screen a bit later and show the chart and where we're at for kind of from there, the relaunch, I suppose. So thanks for having me first here and all dolled up. I appreciate you letting us come and showcase our project on your platform, so I really appreciate that. From my perspective, I suppose to give you a bit of an overview, my name's Adam. I'm fully doxed, known in the Telegram as Chief YETI. but daily videos or doing videos a couple of times a week, doing updates and regular video calls. And a lot of people that were in the chat, obviously, they all know me and they know my face and know a bit about me. I'm based out in Dublin, and I originally from the UK. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of an overview of the project and the history and where we started and take it from there. So we originally launched in November 9th, 2021. We launched on a very small blockchain called Lambden. That blockchain now ceased to exist. Basically, we originally launched, and unfortunately, it was on the 9th of November, which, if anyone was around last bull market, was the all-time high of Bitcoin in the last bull market. So we pretty much lived through the entire bear market, working and just grinding away and growing. When we were on Lambden, which is a small blockchain, we originally started because I run my own investment group called Marmite Capital, and that investment group was the basis of setting up the token. So a lot of the holders that were in my investment group are now holders today and have been for the last 2 or 3 years since we originally launched. So we originally launched on Lambden. We flew throughout the bear market as just a meme token to start with. And we pretty much went around 10,000x versus Lambden at the time. Lambden itself, to be fair, went down about 98%, as nearly every project did. So on a USD basis, we went up a lot. We didn't go up 10,000x, unfortunately, USD, because we were pegged to Lambden. But we went up about 50x in total. And then, unfortunately, basically, we had plans on joining the bridge. They had a bridge. They had a fully functional. It was a very good little blockchain, to be fair. Had a full decentralized exchange. Had its own NFT platforms.
I've never even heard of it. That's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of people on Lambden, to be fair, because it was like a small market cap. They had all these kind of like niche devs. It was a bit like a little mini cult, to be honest, like where everyone was so tight, and they were literally like, okay, we've got a decentralized exchange. They had staking. They had NFT platforms. They had a bridge to PancakeSwap to BSC, and I suppose everyone on there was like, this is a fully fledged blockchain, and no one knows about it. And when the bull market comes back, this is going to have to take off, and that's why everyone put the kind of work in. It's not necessarily while we were on there, but like we were originally on there because of their really cool rain bots and tipping bots, and we kind of became a bit. I think we were a small fish to start with, but it was a small pond, and we eventually became a big fish in a big pond, a big fish in a small pond. We were the biggest token on their platform. And our plan was to go on to their bridge and have a wrapped version of our token on BSC, and also be on Lambden to open up arbitrage opportunities between the token and then create volume. Unfortunately, during the bear period, towards the end of it, the CEO decided to just kind of abandon the blockchain. They originally were centralized and they had one node. They tried to make it decentralized. They put a poor they coded it incorrectly, and basically there was a situation where they had 3 nodes that shut down, but they needed 3 nodes out the 5 to basically to give a command to start the blockchain up again. So it just basically went completely zero, and everything else broke on it. And then the CEO decided to leave. So my whole process then was, we built this small community. As I said, the Lambden community was really tight knit. Everyone was active during the bear period. Obviously, majority of people just, left the market, as in like the wider space during bear. But like there was so many good people in the Lambden kind of community that had joined YETI, and we'd built up a load of trust. If you can imagine, small blockchain, they're all kind of very friendly with each other. I come along, set up a meme token. They all think this guy's just going to rug us. This guy's going to disappear and take all our money, as you would. I suppose after the 18 months of hard graft, constant AMAs, constant updates, bringing new people to the blockchain, these sort of things, a lot of people kind of had trust in me. So when it all went a bit pear-shaped, which is not to the fault of anyone in YETI, I decided that we wanted to relaunch. And because we built such a big community, basically I've refunded every individual that held YETI token on Lambden for free. I sold my house and used the equity to refund everyone, and spent about $25,000 refunding every individual that was on the blockchain. We airdropped 1 for 1. We relaunched on BSC in March 31st. on Easter Sunday, and since then we went about 4x from launch we had about started at 39k market cap, went up to about 160, and now settling around 110ish, 112 I think our market cap is at the moment. So I really wanted to give back, and I've worked on this project for 2.5 years and never taken a penny out of the project. Worked solidly every night, 3-4 hours in some cases, and worked with devs and funded to try and get this project up and running and make something of it, really, and try and build a legacy going forward. So where are we now? We're obviously on BSC. What I'll do is I'll quickly share my screen, but we're on BSC. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Let me share my screen. I was just going to show the deck screener basically, but yeah, we're on BSC. Yeah, you can pull it up and just like zoom out so you can just see from the day one, and then you'll see the kind of rise in the early days, 4x in the 3x on launch, and then we went up to 4x, and we've just kind of gone back down to where we were on launch. We're about 3x now. Obviously, the price of BNB has come down a bit. It went up and it came down. So obviously that from a USD market cap perspective. But our whole thought process when we relaunched is we wanted a really strong liquidity pool. In this day and age, obviously, a lot of Solana memes, base memes have got really tiny liquidity pools. So it looks like their project's just absolutely mooning, which it is. But then obviously then it can go down the opposite way as well, because there's no money in the liquidity pool. And if someone owns a 10 million US dollars worth of tokens and there's only 150 grand in the liquidity pool, it obviously means that they can't take out 10 million. So we wanted a really strong liquidity pool when we launched. Moving forward now, our goal is we've started working on utility for the project. I mentioned that we obviously joined Lambda because they had the rain bots, and we've seen the Lambda rain bots, and the dev who created them on Lambda did a great job. But he's, like I said, he's very niche, and he's kind of setting up his own blockchain now, actually on a separate level. But I think in the wider market, the rain bots, the tipping bots, the buy and sell bots, there isn't really. Just scroll out so you can see the, if you just
what part are you trying to see? I see the,
just
the
like
rise
from day one, yeah, basically. If you scroll out,
there's a massive candle on the 16th.
Yeah, so yeah, and then if you look at basically there's a huge candle at the very beginning. That's when we started. Yeah. We started on 39k, and now we're sitting around 110, 107. It says there, but
yeah.
But basically, we're now building our own rain bot and our own buy and sell bot, which like in the market right now, I don't know if any of you guys will know, but there is bots such as Doge tools, which we use at the moment. So just to, I suppose, just go back to where we are with when the relaunch, we have a 6% buy and sell tax. What that 6% does is the 6% itself, basically 3% is BNB rewards. So holders get BNB for 3% of all transactions go back to holders in BNB, not in YETI, but in BNB. 2% goes direct to an LP. Our LP is fully locked for 6 months. And we will lock it again when it unlocks. But it also gives us, we don't want to burn the LP because it gives us flexibility if we need to ever move to a different chain, or we want the LP comes so big we can remove some and start on a different chain and go multi-chain as an example. But we've got 3% rewards, all BNB to holders. We have 2% for LP and we have 1% for rain. So as an example, if you go to our Telegram group, and anyone who's here goes to our Telegram group, we rain BNB, which is basically an airdrop to Telegram every day. We rain BNB to our Telegram. So anyone who chats in our Telegram gets free BNB just for chatting, basically. So it kind of, we're trying to push people to engage in our Telegram. We have an active slogan of Save the Rugged, where we always hashtag Save the Rugged. And that's how we kind of grew during the bear market, where we pulled in people who had been rugged, gave them free tokens, told them a bit about the project, and basically said, look, stick around, come to our AMAs. And then a lot of them turn into actual investors. And that's how we kind of grew, because we didn't just disappear overnight. So basically, we are creating our own rain bot. And Doge Tools is the bot we use at the moment. It's a good bot. It rains and rain. If anyone doesn't know what rain means, basically rain means it just, like making it rain, basically. But you can choose, you can say, okay, I'm going to airdrop on 8 people. And then the last 8 people that spoke will get split into 8 segments. If you say 8 B&B, they get 1 B&B each, just an example. We're trying to create a tipping bot so you can tip. We're going to create a rain bot so you can rain, but we'll have no limitation really. Nowhere near 8 anyway. We'll be more up into 50 or 60 minimum, maximum. We're going to look at doing what's called monsoon, which is a monsoon function, which means you can rain over a time period. So you rain, say, over 72 hours, and everybody who chats in that 72 hours will receive a portion. It'll be all split equally. We'll have buy and sell, so you'll be able to buy tokens. We're looking at adding a bridge to the bot as well, so you can basically get your Solana tokens in your wallet, bridge them over to BNB or vice versa. Same with Ethereum. We're looking at the main 3 chains we're adding at the beginning are Ethereum, Solana, and BSC or BNB. But that's not limited to that, because we discussed that going forward, if people are interested, we've had someone on Arboretum asking to be added to the bot, and if that's the case, when that's up and running, we'll just look at adding the likes of Arboretum or Doge Chain or any other chains really, if it's worthwhile. We'll have games on there like dice games and these sort of things, but we just feel like if we look at, say, Doge Tools as an example, they have about 30 projects on their bot, and they don't actively sell. We'll have multiple functions. They charge $160 for just to be added to the bot per month, and we will be a lot cheaper than that with more functions. And then 50% of all revenue will go back to YETI. We'll buy back YETI and we'll burn it. So basically, if it becomes a huge amount, then we probably use some for marketing. It's not limited just to buy back and burn. But as a start point, we're going to put 50% goes back to YETI, buys back the tokens, and then sends them to a burn wallet, basically. So there's always going to be streams of revenue coming in. All just to give an example, like Doge Tools is in over 600 groups and doesn't even actively sell. We added it to our chat, and within a week or 2, we had 7 or 8 different chats had added it that we were involved in, or people that were in our chat obviously were involved in other chats, and word of mouth kind of helps from that perspective. So I really think with if you push it, the amount of tokens that are getting launched at the moment is absolutely insane. Like I think I saw Moonshot first day had 120,000 tokens launched. Look, I know 120,000 tokens launched in one day. You're probably thinking 119,000 have probably disappeared by now, but it's true. But like at the end of the day, we're here to approach projects, the likes of these lads, Kit and UToob, and say, are you interested in people being able to buy on your Telegram using Solana? They can just literally buy and sell, and also the same as they could tip and rain. Like we're speaking to one project, and you can go into a group, rain on 50 people, and all of a sudden everybody's interested because they've got free tokens, so they want to hear more about your project. They come to your chat and these sort of things. So we really feel like that we've got the experience in building these type of bots, and we've got the passion and enthusiasm to then go out and sell. I'm sure anyone who runs a project is getting DMs every day saying marketing, sir, graphics and stickers, sir, or whatever. At the end of the day, our motto will be more of, face to face. I come from a sales background. That's my job in real life. I'll be sending video notes saying, hello, how's it going? My name's Adam. Are you interested in having a chat? These sort of ways, instead of just the standard scammer who sends you a random message asking for your money, to try and make it more personable, because I run YETI like it's my business. I run YETI like I'm the CEO of a company. And if anyone knows who's in business, starts up a company, they all know that you don't just become a millionaire overnight. And it's not about the money. It's about, grafting and giving back to investors, who I suppose you could look at as like the staff in that sense in a business, giving back to those investors before yourself.
It's so funny because that's like the same discussion we're having in Sharbi right now, is that, starting the dream factory and kind of redoing everything. It's a startup business at this point. And you as an investor are getting in ground floor of a startup business, right? That's really the mindset right now. And we're, kind of building in that same way. So, I think that mindset is the right mindset to have. And, looking at what you guys have done and how long you've been around, it's pretty impressive. We've been around 16 months, and you're pushing, timelines that, the biggest projects don't make it that long.
Yeah, look, I suppose from my side, like the benefit is like I don't need I'm not going to come out and say I work 15 hours a day on YETI and all of a sudden you're going to get 1,000x in a day, But what I always say is like, I mentioned it in your chat, like I'll always be honest. I'll have integrity. I'm going to deliver on what I say. I'm going to say, this is what we're going to do. And, this is a date. And my motto in general is under promise, over deliver, and I do that in life in general, where I could say, okay, I want to do this by this date. And I'll always try to be conservative to try and, in blockchain and crypto, that doesn't really work because, normally you go on an AMA, we're going to be 1,000x in a day. We're going to do this. We'll be on Binance next week, and everyone just buys. Or we can be honest, real, and then we get real people, not necessarily people aren't real, but people don't expect 1,000,000x in one day. We get real people join our project, real communities, like all our people that have, Dev I've known since day one. Our website designer, he's a website designer in real life. Did it all for free because he was a YETI investor. And we have people with clothing branding business, and they're helping us set up the merch store for e-commerce, all for free because they're investing. So these are the people we want to bring on board to share our vision and share our dream. And look, it's like I said, we're in a lucky position because I don't have to, I can afford to do what I'm doing and work on the side on this and not have to take money. And yeah, we just want to keep going. Like, the funny thing is, a lot of people fear bear market, but we actually find bear markets so much easier to grow in. And the reason why that is because all the scammers disappear in bear market, and most people, only the genuine people are left. And then the people who want the 10,000x in a day, they disappear, and it's only the genuine investors left.
Exactly.
So you end up with a much smaller amount of projects, actual real people that want to come in, ask questions, speak to me, hit me up on DM, phone me up, ask me questions for an hour. I'll do it. Whereas, like, in this market, like I just said, 120,000 coins launched in one day on one platform. That's not even, I was here when there was only 500 projects in crypto in total. Do you know what I mean? So it's like now it's just it is actually, we thought naively we go into bull market, happy days. What's it? A high tide rises all boats, doesn't it? That's the saying. Yeah. But actually now it's just mental, the amount of projects are launching, and before you know it, like 99.9% are just dying, or just not necessarily dying, they're just been abandoned. And
and then you have your long-term investors, and they're watching this happen, right? They're watching these projects go up, and they're like, I want to move, why are we just sitting there? But we're not, right? Like, we're building, we're delivering. Yeah. And then you have, these investors that have been there long term, and they're watching a project go 1,000 times. So they're like, oh, I got to chase that, right? And so I get DMs, and I'm like, these DMs are, we're going to move to this. I'm going to move to this project so that I can come back with more and buy more Sharbi. Like, that is the challenge right now for the serious projects that are building like that. So that is absolutely something we've been going through as well.
The comeback doesn't usually happen.
No,
they all get wrecked. They all get wrecked.
Usually the same day. I get the DM. It's like, hero.
Yeah. They get wrecked.
I'm
like
taking a break from crypto. Damn it.
But it's
Well,
like,
we
go on,
go ahead.
go on.
No. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in reality, like if for every millionaire, someone has to lose £1 million to give them $1 million.
Yep.
Like that's it's like there's a pool of money, and all this money comes in, and someone goes from $100 to 10 million. Well, someone has lost 9.999 million, whatever it is exactly, to give him the 10 million. So
Exactly.
therefore, that's probably like 10,000 people with $1,000. So, you know, like everyone sees the news where someone buys dog with hat, you know, when it launches on the second day and just probably forgets about it and then realizes he's got 35 million or something. But then, you know, if there's 120,000 projects, even if you put $10 in everyone, you're going to lose a lot more than you gain, because unless you get completely lucky, really. And it's these sort of platforms that actually show, like, you know, you're probably getting real people that want to listen to these sort of projects that actually are willing to sit on a camera and say hello and, you know, and talk. And people think sometimes you get, oh, okay, you're doxed. I was in a dox project. They scammed me anyway. It's like, well, you know, that's possible. That's true with anyone. You know, I'm not going to lie. But like from my perspective, it's like, you know, if I meet you in a pub or meet you in a boardroom and shake your hand, the likelihood is, and you know where I live, and you know I've just refunded the whole community and these sort of things, the likelihood is it just goes down and down and down. Whereas, you know, you're just an avatar on Telegram who's got no real backstory, and you know, I've been in these Solana groups where everyone's like, this dev's amazing, and then it's like a day later he's gone, and it's just like, and then they pop up and say, we're starting up this project, and it's just like, you wonder why no one calls.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, it's just the mindset now where it's crazy. So,
like,
you know, it's awesome to see someone that's building like that, that's sticking around, someone that pays out of pocket, right? Those are the type of devs that, you know, should be supported. So, like, if you are watching and you are looking for, you know, developers that are really here, you know, to stick through even the hardest of times, like this group is a good one. I know UToob has gone through some stuff recently too, and they're still here, you know. So like we've all gone through these hard times, and you know the fact that, you know, you're there still and you're building and you have a model, you know, that you want to build going forward. I mean, it's, you know, 100,000 market cap is nothing for what the potential is there.
Yeah, look, our goal is 100 million, and we're pushing to get there. And look, to be honest, we'll be here in 10 years. You know, if in 10 years' time, we're not going to just go, oh, we can't be bothered in 2 years' time. Like, we have a real core community. Like, when I relaunched, I was a bit nervous. I'm going to be honest. You put 15, 20 grand into a liquidity pool, and then everyone who had zero money suddenly gets like thousands of dollars in some aspects. And you're kind of like, shit, are they just going to leave and sell on me? You know, there was that in the back of my mind. And you know, I was a bit touched by it all, because like I'd put my faith in these people, and then they repaid my faith, because we airdropped 68 wallets on day one, 67 sold nothing and still hold to this day, and one person sold 5%. So I live, I was shitting my pants, I'm not gonna lie. I was like thinking, if I just put like all this time and effort, like, because it took us 3 or 4 months to build a new contract with our dev, he is actually doing our bot with us. Like, he's doing our bot. I've known him for a long time, and we built the contract, spent 2.5, you know, I paid him 2.5 grand to draw up the contract and all these sort of things. And then paid $15,000 into the liquidity pool, plus a bit, obviously we were doing marketing, and everyone held. So, you know, it was a bittersweet moment in that sense, but it's like when the real work starts now, and just keep grafting and grinding away. And you know, a lot of people ask why we're on BSC, because there's a lot of obviously Solana and ETH and the Base these days are probably the popular chains, and Ton as well, Telegram. But like, the way we look at it is that's the fad right now. I'm not saying it won't be the fad in the future, but in 10 years' time, it won't matter if Solana was the fad in 2024, because if we're still here, then we're going to bring real people to come over to our project, and they won't mind if it's on a different chain. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. So like, if anyone wants to join our Telegram, jump in. We'll drop some rain. We'll drop BNB in there, and you know, just get to know us, and you know, Thanks for the time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be in there later today myself, and we'll definitely drop the Telegram underneath. And thanks for sharing, and I'm sure we'll be talking. So,
Thanks,
awesome.
mate. Cheers, buddy.
All right, who's up next? Who we got?
YouTube.
UToob.
Yeah. We also had a problem with our dev, so yeah, completely understand on the Jita side of things, to be honest. But it's part of life. We luckily recover quite well. But yeah, I'm George from YouTube. Well, we gathered the idea for YouTube maybe about 2 months ago after we saw the popularity of Netflix and Disney. If you're not familiar with those projects, they basically get famous Netflix videos, famous Disney videos, and then put their own sort of spoof on things. Obviously, we kind of saw a little bit of a gap in the market with YouTube, as like obviously with YouTube just as a platform, like the actual YouTube, it has literally like billions of hours of video and therefore content. So that's what we kind of started off doing. What we were going to do is just create YouTube videos, put our own Web3 twist on it, and then so that's what our version 1 website was. It just hosted our own sort of videos because we have our own YouTube originals videos where we put our own spin on it. But we initially pumped to 500k. Literally with no product, no website, literally just with the idea, and sort of like around our sort of circle, we were just talking about it. And yeah, we had an abundance of animators with here's our Twitter. Our website is still in the works, which I'll talk about in a sec, but this is our sort of stuff. And that's just leaks of our version 2 website. If you want to show some of the videos that I sent you, that would be great.
So how long has YouTube been around?
Oh, it's about 2 months. The video, we've been around for sort of 2 months.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'll just get back to what I was talking about. We've been around for sort of 2 months. And we're basically just waiting on a new website, to be honest with you. It's been quite difficult for us to like get the website done because our new sort of idea is to become the sort of like deck screener, like visual deck screener, and sort of host stuff. But I think George is going to talk about the website, about like what sort of features that we have going, because he's in charge of getting that done.
Yeah, for sure. So it all kind of started with, I think you had them on a few weeks ago with fake news. Arguably, the guys over at Fake News are great. And they were making arguably the best content I've seen. It was just proper meme coin content, which you want to see.
Yeah,
but because of the way crypto Twitter is and the way Dextrina is, everything's solely related on hype. And if you've got a big green chart, which at the point it was up and down, up and down. So we were like, we need to find a place where there's no, you've got to pay for verified Twitter to be seen. You've got to be blah, blah, blah. Fair playing ground for everyone. Doesn't matter how big you are, fair game. So that kind of came into our mind with the website. So V1 was basically just a hub for our content. And kind of just was a place, basically a copy of YouTube. V2 is still in the works. So that will obviously, it will have, so say for yourself, if you wanted to come on board, you'll have your own logins, your own password, your own dedicated YouTube channel with obviously your banner, your logo, all your videos you can upload, self-upload whenever you want. Pretty much YouTube, it's bog standard. They'll have likes. So if you'll have an account, you can like it, you can comment on it. Big thing, comments. You can't comment on Dextrina. You can have a rocket. Comments are massive. Obviously on YouTube, they're huge. Having a system like that in place for us was huge. And to be honest, game changing. There's nothing like that in crypto at all, except from obviously Twitter. There'll be likes, there'll be comments on the actual channels themselves. They'll have Dextrina APIs. So APIs on Dextrina, which basically just allow some sort of simple information. So obviously your market cap, your volume, your price. So the way we're not naive enough to understand that people aren't going to leave Twitter and aren't going to leave Dextrina. We're not at the point where we're like, yeah, we're going to take over. But having something like that completely changes everything. If you can go on our website and see a project's content, and you could, on the right of their channel, you can see their price, their volume, how many people are flowing into this thing. it could be like, instead of looking at prices, you're now looking at content, and that comes around full circle into everything. So that's one of the things we've got. Obviously for us, the incentives and obviously how we can obviously market it is trending pages, are something we've talked about. So if a partner wants to come to us, they've just made a brand new video. They want to be top slot at the top of the website. Come to us. I want to be trending. Okay, cool. Buy some YouTube, burn it, prove it to us. Top slot. And that's just the way we're going to do it. I think probably the best way for us would be doing that. Other things we've got planned are obviously we've got a working view account as well, so that will work off obviously pretty simply, just how many times you viewed it each week. So probably calendar, so Monday to Monday, top viewed video of the week. That will be whoever that is at that point. They can then blah blah blah. That we have one top video of the week. We're going to airdrop blah blah blah. We will come on board and airdrop a certain amount of holders of this project YouTube, which obviously for us gets our name out there. Airdrop. Everyone loves free tokens. So that's kind of version 2 and where we're currently building. Obviously,
a massive undertaking.
Yeah, honestly,
that's massive.
Yeah, it's a sleeping giant is what I would describe it.
Right.
Obviously, long term, obviously we talked about the copyright stuff. That's something obviously we are solely, because we honestly think this could be huge.
Yeah.
That will come down the line. It's something obviously the internal team can discuss, and if it means certain things have to happen, it has to happen. Where we're at now, Jaws will talk about our old dev probably after I've talked about what I've got to talk about. So obviously the team is now locked in. I don't know if the chart kind of was just a fall in, just catching knives to fall in. And we were at a point where obviously with what happened, we've now onboarded some big CT guys and some guys within, I don't know if you've heard of Lunar Labs, big DAO. They're getting involved with us because they've seen what we want to do and what we have planned. So with obviously the new website getting in play long term for us, solely I'd say at the moment it's mainly a Web 2 site, but a Web 3 site will come eventually. So that means getting a full stack dev, top experienced. The way we're going to do it, cause the way we have it at the moment, will be obviously logging in, having emails and stuff like that. But for it to go Web 3, the ideas we've been floating about, it's not solid in state, but it's likely to happen. We'll be logging in with like Phantom wallets or anything like that. So if you want to come to us, and at the moment it will be you come to us, and obviously the way to moderate it so people don't upload, stupid stuff. You come to us, we obviously know who you are, blah, blah, blah. In the future, that will be logging into your Phantom or whatever wallet you can connect it with. If you hold $50 with YouTube, you can now upload content. Another thing with projects is, I don't know if you've seen with Solana Blinks that they've come out recently.
We're looking at how to integrate that some too.
Yeah,
pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. So for us, having that on our site, tipping projects with YouTube could be, and obviously wallets being connected already on the site, and it all just when I come to say it, it's like everything just comes together. So having that on our site would be massive. And then obviously with the Dextrini APIs on the site, you can also just buy their token. And obviously for that, the way we'd moderate it is with a not safe for work, almost moderator / filter. Because at the end of the day, anyone can buy $50 of YouTube and just upload whatever they want. And, that was the problem at the start, is we don't want it to turn out like Reddit, where there's just everything under the sun on our website. But yeah, partners as well. Some of the names we've got, obviously Politify for us UK guys. We've obviously got an election coming up soon. And obviously for you Americans, the world stage is on Politify and just obviously politics at the moment. So we've got some like Make America Great Again. We've got Bar Tremp. There's some guys that are on board that are, ready to upload upload on our site. That's just the fact. We've got some bigger projects in the works at the moment. Obviously, I'm not going to disclose them because anything could happen. I'm not, going to make any fake promises.
I like that.
But yeah, I think
I know, Jaws, you want to speak again. I really quickly could just share one of the videos that y'all shared with me. Let's see.
Yeah, it's just because on the Twitter there's not that many, because we've been having animator problems from our past dev. But the ones I send you on Telegram are great.
Let's see.
Or I could.
Here we go.
What is the first word of your secret phrase?
I think it's a carrot. But
How deep is the hole where your Solana ledger is buried?
it's about like 20 feet.
How many failed transactions do you get on ETH roughly before it goes through?
35.
What are you going to buy once YouTube hits $1?
BMW is a car.
Spell Solana for me.
D-A-Y.
Yeah, so that's one of our sort of tier 2 videos, because we have tier 1, which is our own full script where we kind of design everything, do it in different like stages. Tier 2, which is basically just like that. It's a sort of like half AI, half actually using their in real life stuff, and then we put our sort of Web3 twist on it. And then also we have tier 3, which is literally straight dub overs, which we've done a lot of like Planet Huddles, where we've got like David Attenborough voices and kind of gone over it. It's just we had a problem with our sort of animations, because just to kind of full circle back to our old dev, we had a marketing and animations wallet set up, which the only person that had full control of that was the old sort of dev. And he basically was just lying about where all the money went, said that he paid 6 Sol for our version 1 website guide, but we actually found out he did 1. So we kind of lost quite a bit of money on that, to be honest. And he also kind of gatekeeped all of the animators too. Like we got a lot of emails back about like animations being like refunded, because we thought we had animators on board, and they came back, but he just refunded all of them and just kind of left us high and dry. But yeah, our dev left, and then we 5x'd, so we're doing quite well. But
I love it. That's the best revenge.
No, honestly, yeah. It all just happened suddenly. Suddenly he just dropped all of our tokens. He dropped his last sort of like 3% of supply and just completely just dropped. And then we obviously had some people come on board, and yeah, we just kind of regrouped as a team. And it's just about moving forwards, to be honest, because it is like, we do truly believe we have the next sort of big project, because obviously with Solana meme coins, the utility is making you laugh. If you laugh, you buy. Like I've literally, like, especially with like when we first discovered fake news, we saw their content, we were literally just like, it's all done in house. Sounds like I'm doing a promo for them now, but like it's all done in house, and it's just great content. And we saw it like sub 10k market cap, and now it's sitting at about 120. So it's just all about everybody helping everyone, building communities, and helping people get eyes on projects of people that are truly talented. And we just wanted to kind of fill the gap in the market, especially with the API. You can see the statistics that are needed when you want to buy stuff, and then also the content, which is the main thing. Because as you know, a lot of people's attention spans are so short. They'll see something on Dex, and most of the time they can't be asked to get through to the Twitter or the Telegram. With here, we just have completely everything, and we just do believe we have the sort of game changer.
I mean, the idea, like I said, it's a massive idea. Like if you guys pull this off, I mean, it's just insane. Yeah. So I mean, the potential is crazy.
Yeah, the things that we have now, obviously the whole dev situation. At the time, we were really angry because obviously we've been working for ages. Yeah. That happened, and we kind of like sat down. So as of the team, we met each other IRL on Saturday, went for a meal, went for a few beers. Like we are fully, this is a team, fully locked in. And then the people that we've got on board, as I mentioned, like Lunar Labs and some big CT guys, that can only help us properly push this. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting times for us.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. So on the website, the Web 2 delivery, do you guys have? You know, I'm seeing the previews there. Mm-hmm. Like, how's it coming along?
We are 1 or 2 bugs away from being finished. Nice. Basically, the way it was tested locally, and that was fine. So that was all good. We were like, let's go live. Went live, tested, all good. Switched domains, ready to go. And there was a bug. Basically, obviously, the way it worked is you need to create a channel to then upload videos. And there was a bug with creating channels, which basically puts a stone wall into you can't get videos. That's being worked on, and it has been worked on for the last few days. It's just a bit worse than we thought in terms of the difficulty, but it should be done this week. I would have thought so pretty easily. And then from that point, when we're set and, the website's ready, getting a full stack Web3 dev on is going to happen. Obviously, with the contacts we've now got with certain people and certain DAOs that this kind of resources and are now available to us. But yeah, as you said, if we pull this off, this could be huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
We also had the old dev change the password to the host ninja too. That was. He's like,
childish, to be honest. But
it was. But c'est la vie. Like we, if anything, we're in a better position because he was the one who kind of brought us all together in another group. But he would never make decisions. But now we're a lot more punchy, we're a lot more moving forward, and actually being able to make decisions, not just rely on one person that would go AFK for 2 days and we'd be kind of left in the water. Now it's more of a sort of like all of our mods and sort of a big hold, because we also have a Wales chat too. So we know all of our sort of people that have over 1.5% of the supply. We're all in a chat together where we're just talking about ideas. So the floor is very solid at the moment. Everyone in the Wales chats just knows what our vision is, knows that we are properly going to send this, and just like this is a long-term project. We're not, as YETI is too, we're long-term. We don't want to just like pump overnight. We're not going to be doing any calls, but it's been hard for us to market it because obviously we ran to 500k and then we've just been making promises about our website. And at the moment, once we get the product, because our whole thing is our product is our website. Exactly. And once that's done, we're going to be getting an AMAs, we can show it off. But at the moment, obviously, like the website will be done in the next couple of days, we hope. And then that's when we can start sort of pushing. And obviously we've got it incentivized for projects to use, because obviously the most viewed will go on trending. That gets more eyes, more buys. And yeah, we just want to become the sort of the website where you discover meme coins. And even if it's not just people coming to look on our website for videos that want to buy the crypto, if people want to come and just watch sort of weird cartoons like the normies, like a secondary audience, like that's absolutely fine too. Awesome. We just want to, and then eventually further along the line when we are big, we can start running sort of advertisements before videos, like actual YouTube. And there's just, there's lots of like things we can do, and we're just, new ideas come every day. I'm sure we'll figure something else out, to be honest, on the road up.
Resiliency.
Well, you guys have our support. I think what we can do to share and help out, we will do. I think it's really cool to see, and again, I think this is like a startup business, right? Like that's where you guys are at too, right? Like it's you are kind of at the point where you've built and really are at the point for this product to be coming out. So it's kind of this idea of getting in before that happens, right?
It has been like just like YETI. We are treating it like a job. We do have calls quite a lot, like especially on this project. We've been very, it's taken a lot of work, but eventually it'll be all self-sufficient and self-running. So like this is just the sort of like we've been in the trenches, and we're slowly climbing out, and we're just gonna keep this moving because we do believe like YouTube is a blue chip, and hopefully it'll be widely accessible for everyone to use.
Awesome.
And obviously, if anyone's listening who has a crypto project that provides video content, DM us on YouTube or DM just DM our YouTube or hop in the Telegram, and just show us your content. If you like it, you can have your own channel too, and we'll help you grow. So and we're also going to we're not really offering it, but we also kind of have like a sort of consulting service where we just kind of talk through projects and kind of like tell you what we think about projects and sort of give you sort of like things that we've learned, like about projects and about how building, like what's good for investors and what's not. And yeah, we also do that as well. So like all free of charge as well, by the way, at the moment. So we're just like, if we see something like, I don't know, for example, if you got in your top holders, if you got 10% and 6%, it makes it not very inviting for certain projects to come, or what investors come to you. Like that's something that you need to kind of split wallets up, etc. But yeah, we're trying to provide everything, to be honest with you. But yeah, thank you very much for having us. And yeah,
appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Great stuff.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, and like Hiro said, following, just so everyone knows, following this space, we will be posting the vote, right? So all three of these projects, you can come into the Sharbi Telegram. There will be a vote posted. Vote for your project, and yeah, and it's going to be great. So, last but not least, Kitsune is here. How are
Hiding
you
in
doing
his closet.
I hope not least. Yeah, I'm in a closet in East London in a WeWork right now, hotspotting my laptop. I'm dying of hay fever. It's humid, but I'll tell you what, there's no place I'd rather be right now. So thank you for the platform. Yeah, these projects sound amazing. Adam, like I've never heard of a project founder selling their own house in order to reimburse them.
That's so bullish. That's so bullish. It's literally fair play.
And YouTube, you guys, like it sounds like you guys. I've been saying for years now.
Let me just say, I was going to sell my house anyway. I didn't sell it just to help, just to reload. I was going to sell it anyway. So I used the money. I don't live in a tent, unfortunately. It would be better if I was on McDonald's Wi-Fi right now.
He's got a green screen behind him. It's all fake.
YouTube, you guys. I think the step from there's a lot of building, and people have been talking about building digital platforms for Web3 for a long time. But I think now in this kind of market where you've said a few times we're onboarding a lot of kind of regular consumers, this is a really, really good time. You guys are early to this, and I'm excited to see what you guys do. But I guess I'm here to talk about my project now, aren't I? So Kitsune, I'll give you a brief history of Kitsune. We have existed for 4 months. We released as a utility project for Solana, and the initial idea was that we were going to build all these bots that facilitate different operations, different actions in Telegram, and very basic. The first thing we released was something a bit like Chatter Shield. Now everyone uses Chatter Shield. If anyone doesn't know what raiding is at this point, it is just where you coordinate engagement on a platform like Twitter to your community. They boost the visibility of your posts and something like that. You get more people's eyes on it. You get your favorite influencer or Cole's eyes on it, and so on and so forth. So that's raiding. And then we kind of ideated this idea of raid to earn. The idea being that you could earn tokens for providing that engagement. When I heard of, raiding, I was like, okay, people pay for this. You can pay people to come and raid. You can pay, a load of essentially bot accounts to come and provide that engagement. And, that's a tried and true practice in Web3 and many marketing. It happens a lot. So we had this idea that we just do this ourselves with our own token, with our own bot. We have the KIT token, and the idea was that people would be able to generate a wallet on Solana to begin with, and then if they engaged with posts posted in raids by a Chatter Shield like bot, they would be airdropped tokens at the end of the day or whenever the admin liked. And then this worked for a while, but we kind of saw that it was limited. It was great for our community because we were paying them in our own token. And then we thought we need to scale this so that anyone can use it, not just with our token, with any token in any Telegram, anywhere. And that's kind of what we've done now. About a month ago, we put out what we call the Raid Suite, which is a combination of free bots that work together so that you can pay your community for providing that engagement. You can also, I think the power of something like this is that a lot of people aren't necessarily, they see a token mooning or they see a load of engagement on somewhere like Twitter, but they're reluctant to invest in it because it's not, maybe we don't all have the money to throw at crypto coins or something like that. This is a great way of onboarding people to your community without them ever having to spend a penny. And they're providing engagement, they're joining your Telegram, they're being a part of your community, and they're making your project stronger. And we always talk about in crypto, the most important thing at the end of the day is having a good community. And we've really established this in Kitsune. We've got 4 months. I mean, I guess compared to YETI, it's a small amount of time, but in crypto that might as well be 4 years, because things move so quickly, the prices are so volatile, things change all the time. It's really hard to kind of keep that momentum going for a long time. But we're really proud of what we've achieved. And I think a magician once said, like, the most impressive magic is the stuff that happens in your own hands. Maybe I'm paraphrasing that a little bit, but I'd like to do a demonstration, I think, of how this works. So I will present. Yeah. So let me see. Share screen. Let me know if you're seeing the screen okay. Mm-hmm.
I think you have to give him access to share screen. Possibly.
Maybe you're seeing, maybe you're not.
Oh,
perfect. Yeah, you can see the infinity in front of my screen. It goes on forever. So what I have here is our Telegram. We got a good community of raiders. There's kind of this culture that's built up around it. And what I'll do is I will post the raid. In fact, I'll show you how to join first, how to create a wallet, because this applies to any Telegram that adds our bots to it. You simply type R2E in the chat, and clicking this will generate your wallet. Because I've been doing this for a while, I have this already. You can see my earnings across multiple projects. You can connect your X account over here, very easy. But that generates your wallet, and you're ready to start raiding. Any Telegram that has this in there, they're able to add their tokens and do this. So I set a raid. Let's raid this one. So I planned this one earlier. I don't know what the engagements are on this already. Let me have a quick look. So we're at 46, 38, 23. So let's go something nice and low so we can do a really quick one. Let's go 60, 50, and then 40. We post up the raid, and we're watching the real time over here. Hopefully some of this engagement going up. I'm going to do it myself so I can earn a little bit of Kitsune. But whilst we're waiting for the community to kind of chime in, maybe 40 was a bit high for replies because it's middle of the day. But the idea is that you can run this with your community. You can rate your own posts. You can reply. You can rate replies to tweets, things like that.
Does it? Go on. Oh, is there an ability to lock and unlock chat? Is that something you guys have?
Yeah. In fact, this is, I unlock the chat right here so they can, they can shout out themselves. Guys, don't say anything offensive. We're live on the air right now. But, one of the things we wanted to add was this kind of ability to toggle lock options. This is something that we're going to add in a while. I should add as well, whilst we're kind of waiting for the raid to go through, we added quite recently the ability to do raids in Solana. So you don't even need to be a token project. You can be a caller. You can be any crypto project. You can be, anything that has a audience based in crypto. We'd recommend it. You can reward people in Solana or various coins based on Solana. We also added token 22 contracts, which I think, that's is a little more creative. It's not like the RC20 equivalent of the SPL token that we have on Solana. But, there's a variety of things that we can do here. As you can see, the engagements are starting to fill up a bit. Guys, if you're watching, reply to the post. Boost this engagement,
All right, 612 views. That's pretty solid live.
Come on, guys, get some engagement in.
We should have had you guys up first.
I did say to the community, like, hey, hold back. We're going to rate the shit out of this one. But as you can see, it's moving up a little bit. And yeah, if you have a token, if you are a founder, if you're a marketing guy, any of these things, you can add this to your project. It's free to add. We don't charge you to use it. There's a premium version that's, I think, 0.1 Sol a day. And then it unlocks lower cooldowns. It adds the ability to count more R2E stats and things like that. It makes it a bit more of a friendly user experience. But we want to onboard as many communities and for as many people to use this tool as possible. Right now, ChatterShield is in 30,000 Telegram channels. Kitsune is in about 50. So we see this as a market that we can really start to kind of make work. We can start to make progress in it as long as we onboard more communities, get more feedback, improve our product. This is the most important thing. And this all feeds back into the Kit ecosystem. Kit is the token that we launched 4 months ago. And whenever a community makes an airdrop in their token, a percentage of that token, not much, I think 5% for freemium and then 2.5% for premium, is sent back to us. We liquidate that token and buy back the Kit token so we can sustain this ecosystem. And the rate looks like it's about to end, I think. So I will show you. I'll show you a live airdrop as well because I think it's fun and people can kind of see things from our end as well. Go on, one more reply, guys. Yep, and we're there. So it will show completed in a minute. Yeah, and you can see so it's very kind of normal ChatterShield format in terms of presentation. Yeah. But now I'll show you kind of the magic, the airdrop functionality. You can airdrop whenever you like as an administrator. We do this through something we call the Kitsune Raid admin bot. And this is one of the 3 bots in the suite. We have the Raid bot that you see posting the tweets. We have the R2E bot that you use to see your earnings and to receive your airdrops from. Now, okay, all I need to do here, I set an allocation just now for 100,000 Kit tokens. I hit airdrop. Oops. And it will initiate the airdrop. So you can see my time zone. And then it will start showing who I'm airdropping to and all the wallets that we have stored in the database. So there's 51, which is, I airdropped this morning, actually. So this is very good.
Yeah. Wow.
This was, this is...
So it just breaks it out evenly over those 51?
Yeah, so if the way it's weighted, if you engage, so like if you like, let's just say a reply is more valuable than a retweet, which is more valuable than a like. And that's how it works. And they're weighted accordingly. So if you do all 3, you're going to get maximum amount of allocation for it. You set an allocation, as I will do at the end. In fact, I'll set a very generous allocation today, I think, because I'm feeling it. But as you can see, it's nice and seamless. Shows all the recipients for the raids. These are all people that have created R2E wallets using the Kit R2E bot. A few more seconds, just waiting for the blockchain.
Yeah. Well, it's very smooth. I mean, it looks very intuitive. It's definitely something I want to check out.
Trust me, it's been an unbelievable amount of trial and error. The bug fixing, the patching. We've got there's 3 of us on the development team that work on this close to full time, and this is like it's constantly trying to make improvements, trying to patch something to make it smoother. And again, this has been out for a little under 6 weeks at this point. And, we're very happy with where it's at, but we can scale it and we're going to make it better. We have a web app coming out hopefully sometime this week, which will mean that you don't even need to open up Twitter to engage with the posts anymore. It will all be in Telegram, and it will make the user experience a whole lot more seamless.
Yeah, that's huge. That's very slick. And I mean, so that's airdropping on Solana, right?
So this is another thing as well. Like this technology has the ability to be compatible with EVM, whether that's AVAX or a Binance, something like a Binance token like YETI. Like we can scale it to do this. In fact, one of the things we want to do very soon is to move it over to Base. We've been sidetracked on that development in the interest of doing the web app. But let's set the allocation once it completes. Let's set it for a nice 500,000 Kit tokens. Now, our market cap is, I think it tends to move between 200 and 300K. Our all-time high was about 11 million a few months ago, but this was before we really started building the product out. And I think the potential of this product at this point is a lot higher than what it was a few months ago. Now that we have it smooth like this. Wow. So as you can see, we've got the allocation reset. And then our community is very happy. They've got our tokens, hopefully. Yeah, airdrop received. You'll see everything kind of coming in.
Wow.
So that's the raid suite. And this is, this is our product. This is Kitsune. This has been our life for the last 4 months, I'd say now. And yeah, we're really excited to see where it goes. Not just that, like this technology is, at the moment, we obviously chose Telegram because that's where, I mean, we got something like 900 million users on Telegram. God knows how many of those are crypto communities. And then X has always been the same, is the main place for where you do your crypto marketing. But this can be moved to Discord and TikTok. And as well, like I said, it's scalable to other blockchains like Binance, like Ethereum as well. So we've got a lot that we can do here. We're constantly looking to build and improve on what we have. And yeah, this is the Kitsune Raid Suite. I think I'll leave it at that. I'm happy to answer questions if you have any about these as well. I can ramble on about it for days if you don't.
I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, that's the first time I've seen the demo of that, and I think that's the best part of having the stream on StreamYard is being able to see the content or a demo like that, and it's pretty impressive. So we will definitely be adding it to Sharbi. I need to delete some bots in our Telegram. We have so many bots. I think that it doesn't even allow us any more bots. But
yeah, get rid of Chatter Shield.
You don't have to twist my arm for that. So yeah, I think we'll definitely be checking it out. You said EVM chains? Like once you're on an EVM chain, is it easy to expand to other EVM chains?
So yes and no. Like each layer 2 has its own kind of nuances that you need to adapt the technology for. But truthfully, the team that I am in, myself and the other 2 developers that work primarily on this, we worked a lot during the last cycle, during the kind of NFT thing when everything was using Solidity contracts, everything was using, whether it was Ethereum or Matic or AVAX. So like, we are better suited to this kind of development than Solana. We've had to really kind of learn Solana and the way it works in the last few months. So it's not going to be difficult, I don't think. If anything, because the transaction fees are so much cheaper as well on those chains, they're really gas efficient chains. Like, we can do the same, if not faster and better with those. Again, we really want to work on Base very soon because we see where the trade volume is. We see the meme tokens releasing every day. No reason why we couldn't integrate it. It's just we're a small team, so we can only work on so many things at once.
Yeah. For us, Shibarium is something that we support. That's a chain that we support and that we're interested in seeing grow. And we have a lot of connections with a lot of Shibarium projects as well. So I mean, we're on Solana, and Solana will be a great integration for this. But for us, and I think with the speed of Shibarium and the low cost of Shibarium, like this would fit really, really well. There's the gas fee on Shibarium is like portions of a penny. So
yeah, is it EVM or is it different? Yeah, okay, then it's it's something that we could probably entertain doing in the future. Like I said, we're going to build for Base very soon. I think once we have the kind of infrastructure and the framework built for Base, adding something like Shibarium or AVAX or Tron, not so difficult.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. It looks great. I mean, it's so cool. It's so cool having such unique projects on, right? Like everybody's doing such cool things, doing it differently. It's awesome to have like such a diverse group that all has this mindset of just wanting to build and do great things. I mean, it's cool to see like these products starting and seeing them in their infancy and then seeing one that's kind of built out and building out further. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's these are, again, like these guys, what they're doing as well, like I completely endorse it. It's really exciting to see the variety that one you've brought up here and two is kind of going on in crypto at the moment. This is very important moment in the market where I think a lot of it's advantageous to be working at this point. in this capacity and with this kind of variety. I'm very excited to see what happens with Yeti and YouTube as well.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And Sharbi. And Sharbi.
And Sharbi. Well, this has been really great, and I think what Hero just said and you and everyone has shared today is the passion behind having this hot seat, having the StreamYard. Awesome. Be able to demonstrate or share your website, share your the things that you're creating and working on. We really appreciate all of you that have joined us today. I personally, this last week, as we line up the projects for the hot seat, went into each of the telegrams, and now they're like where I'm at, right? You're always like, how many chats can I have? But each community, UToob, YETI, Kit, you guys are they're always engaging, always active, really welcoming. I mean, these are really great communities that are building really great utilities and projects. So really great to see.
Yeah, if I might interrupt, just to kind of put a full stop on the presentation, I guess. The guide, if you want to add the raid suite to your Telegram channel, it's available. I think it's the pinned post on our Twitter. If not, join our Telegram and just write guide, and any of our community staff will help you set it up. It should be easy to follow, but I understand it's not always easy. And if you're a founder or a dev or a member of a community and you're watching this and you kind of want to add this, reach out to me on Twitter or on Telegram. It is Isawa32. That's the name here with 32 after this. And we'll give you the premium version of the suite free for a week or so, because we want to get this out to as many communities as possible. And you know what, as well, like the guys on stage will give you 2 weeks.
Awesome. Well, we'll be definitely checking it out either today or tomorrow. I absolutely. All right. It looks like we hit about almost 750 viewers live, which is pretty solid, guys. So great job. Like I said, we probably should have started with the Kitsune raid a little sooner to get it out to everybody. But I think usually we get about double the rewatches as we do live. So, we'll be retweeting it out. And if you guys are watching, there's going to be the votes coming out. I guess what we'll probably do for the, since YETI is on BSC, is instead of doing the volume bot, we'll do a buy and burn of YETI if that community wins. $50, $75 buy and burn, which it adds up. And then the rest for the other projects, it's 100,000 volume from our volume bot through Dream Factory, and I think the vote will be posted and pinned, and let's share it around. Let's share this space around, and the more people that see these great projects, these great builders, and the fact that this group is here to really build and stick around and really reward their community. I think that's a true testament to what's being done. So thank you guys for joining. I'll let Aldel close up first her part.
I was gonna say that speaks volumes. Just kidding.
Stupid.
You can say that. You can say that.
I love it.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to hop into the Sharbi Telegram. I'm going to post the vote. So whatever project, I think we say, Lab says, burned your buns. Go ahead and vote for them. It's open 48 hours from the moment I post in our Telegram, and share the space. And we'll see you next Monday. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us.
Thanks for
thanks for having us, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.